Hi, my name is Felix Valencia. In this program, we'll be introducing long-range knife fighting, probably the safest range to be in, due to the fact you'll have techniques, timing and rhythm, footwork, and skills. One of the things I insist on is safety equipment, only because people do get hurt. We do sell at Century rubber knives, flexible, and you can still train with this without any hand gear, but I do recommend hand gear just in case, like garden gloves, hockey mitts, or even thin baseball. One of the things we're going to be going through today is a new product from Century, and we're actually going to pull this little tape, has cloth on it, and put it on the bladed side of this blade, this rubber knife. Just apply it like so. We're now going to put it on the other side, and we're going to use this chalk just to chalk it up. And the more chalk you get, the longer it lasts, in case you are doing maybe a 2-minute round of knife fighting. And I'll demo on myself. The ideal clothing to wear is white and black, just to let you see that you do see where the cuts are. Now, full speed of knife kiting, sometimes you don't even know you got the man in the back or the back of the arms or the back of the legs. You think of everything as frontal. So when you get in close quarter ranges, this is ideal also. So all three ranges, this is a great tool to have, just because it's mentally, you start seeing all the marks on you. So let's get started, and then hopefully you'll enjoy the program. Thank you. Let's go ahead and start with numerato system, the numbering system. In Valencia Lameco Eskrima system, it's 12 angles of attack. The first one will be 1 to the temple, slash. When you go forward, this leg goes forward. Number 2 will be to the knee, slash. Number 3 to the opposite knee. Number 4, you're going to go backhand to the temple, 4. Number 5 will be a straight thrust using the tip. Remember, in the stick system, we had you thrust up and go to this elbow, to this side of the shoulder. In the thrust, in knives, will go straight. Number 6 will be to the elbow. Number 7, palm up to the other elbow. 8 and 9 go thrust and slash. So it'll be solar plex, palm up, slash down, palm down. 10, 11 is the same thing, just opposite. 10, 11, so it's a slash. And again, your best friend will be your number 12 down or 12 up. So it looks like this in fluid motion. Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 down or 12 up. I can't stress enough how important it is to use safety equipment. I'm going to have Alan come in, and when you're training with these things and you start sparring, I call it in the heat of battle, things happen. Sometimes the guy leans and you're still in motion to slash, his head goes into it and you get hit in the eye. So for safety purposes, I make Alan, all my students, and you should too, wear safety glasses. I wear glasses, so this is also protecting my eye. We're going to start off with footwork. First, let me show you a stance. I'm going to have Alan go into a fighting stance. And what he's going to do from here, if you notice, he's not too wide stance out, I mean elongated. He's at 11 o'clock, his toes, his foot's pointing at 11 o'clock stance. He's going to keep the knife pointing at me at all times. In order for me to respect him and respect his abilities, I have to go through his weapon first. He's going to have this hand to the back shoulder and actually just fold it right here in case anything comes out, his left hand, he could punch from there. Okay? If it's too much in front, all he's going to be able to do is just backhand it. Okay? So at least he's loaded up and ready to punch. The number one thing I see among a lot of people is they go into that typical brawling stance and they lean in and their head is forward. When you lean your head forward, you give me about 2 inches closer to the blade. So if Alan would lean in, it's just that easy to get to him. If he leans back, goes in a normal stance, it's not that easy. Now the other thing I do recommend to a lot of people is the way their mentality of movement, and that's why we're going over footwork. When you move in knife fighting, you should move as one unit. Don't move as this, because you do leave low line available. And if you do this, you leave your high line available. Okay? It's the same thing when you're in motion. Now what we're going to go over first is the proper stance and the negative stances I see out there. Okay? If Alan would face off with the mirror, with the camera. Okay? Now as you can see, he's very narrow, and it's pretty hard for me to get to his other body parts. And if he was a little bit squared up, he's now presenting me the other shoulder. And this is a possibility for me to go flanking on this side of the body. I could actually fake go to this side of the body. Now if he left his hand out just a little bit, and I concentrated on this hand, the knife hand, if I attack it, he's going to pull it back, and I could go to this hand. As you can see, I marked them out already. So that's a cut finger. Also, when you lower down your blade, what's available is the face. This will get to him faster than he could block. Okay? Also, he leaves his legs open, so if he's so busy blocking up here, I could go to the legs. Okay? Now the negative stances I've seen out there. First one, of course, is squared up, presenting both shoulders. The other one is this technique is when he's willing to sacrifice his whole arm in order to protect his throat. Now with that mentality, you don't know what we call, and we'll go over this later on in the program, is the mai, the tip of the blade, Japanese terms. In a lot of perspective, Alan's going to know how to just drop his hands, and if I cut to him, he's going to know the tip of my blade and my reach, and I'll go over that as a drill also. So let's get started with footwork. First one, we'll be cutting to the legs. We call this leg replacement. If I cut to his leg, he's just going to kick it back and come back. Kick it back and come back. So I can go forward or back. Alan has a choice of either slashing or thrusting to get to me. I'd rather have him thrust into me rather than slash. Slash will go this far out.